This is the story of a boy whose wounds became his wings. He was just a small boy, sitting alone on the edge of a broken wooden bridge. His feet dangled over the empty space below, and his eyes were lost somewhere far away. People passed by. Some stared for a moment, most ignored him completely. No one ever asked, "Are you okay?" He wasn't, but he had learned to hide it. Because the world listens to loud voices, not silent hearts. One evening, he tried to run with the other children. He wanted to fit in, even for a moment. But he tripped, fell hard, and scraped his palms against rough stone. Blood gathered slowly. Pain spread quickly. He looked up, waiting for someone to help him stand. But no one came. That day he learned a painful truth. You must learn to stand up even when no hand reaches out for you. Years passed. He grew older, but the world stayed the same. He walked through crowded streets like a ghost, unseen, unheard, unnoticed. The noise around him was loud, but inside, everything was quiet. And in that quiet, his loneliness screamed louder than anything else. Sometimes the world doesn't break you with hatred. It breaks you with silence. He carried a heavy backpack everywhere he went. Not filled with books, but with responsibilities he never asked for, burdens he was too young to carry, dreams he was too scared to chase, wounds he didn't know how to heal. Every step felt heavier than the last, but he kept walking. Stopping was not an option. One night, it rained. And he finally broke. He sat under a flickering street lamp, knees to his chest, raindrops sliding down his face, mixing with the tears he tried so hard to hide. The world saw rain, but God saw pain, and in that moment, he whispered, "Why me?" The sky whispered back, "Because you are meant for more." An old man passed by and noticed him. He didn't walk away. He sat down beside the boy and placed a gentle hand on his shoulder. He didn't give money. He didn't offer advice. He offered something much rarer. He offered understanding. "Child," he said softly, "your wounds are not your end. They are your beginning." Those words stayed in the boy's heart forever. The next morning, something inside him shifted. He made a decision. He would rise. He started running at dawn every day. At first, he fell. Then he fell again, and again. But something had changed. He no longer feared falling. He feared giving up. Every bruise became a lesson. Every wound became a teacher. One day he stood before a cracked mirror. The boy he once was, he was gone. In the reflection stood someone stronger, someone sharper, someone who had survived every storm life threw at him. His lips didn't smile, but his eyes carried fire instead of sadness. He began building wings, wooden wings, in a small dim workshop. Not real wings, but symbols of who he wanted to become. Every cut of the blade, every swing of the hammer, was a message to his past: "You couldn't destroy me." Finally, he climbed a tall cliff with those wings in hand. The wind roared. Clouds moved fast. Fear whispered, "You will fall." Courage whispered, "Maybe, but this time, you will fall forward." He closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and ran. He jumped. For a moment he fell, gravity pulling him down, doubts pulling harder. But then, the wind lifted him. Slowly, gently, powerfully. His wings opened wide, and he rose into the sky, golden sunlight breaking through the clouds around him. He wasn't flying because he had wings. He was flying because he had earned them. And in that moment, he understood everything. Life didn't give him wings. Life gave him wounds. But he turned those wounds into wings. He turned pain into power. And he turned his story into a message for the world. Don't hide your pain. Use it. Don't fear your wounds. Grow through them. Don't wait for someone to save you. Save yourself. And then teach others how to fly. Because sometimes, the ones who fall the hardest rise the highest.